If that water wet, it's got gators in it.
Oh, yeah? Well, me and the Lord, we got an understanding. We're on a mission from God.
They shouldn't have given you ashy blokes YouTube.
Cursed be the ground for our sake. Both thorns and thistles it shall bring forth for us. For out of the ground we were taken, for the dust we are. And to the dust we shall return.
All right, good people. All right, good people. Punching the clock on a Friday. Sometimes when the anima is speaking and the stars align, it comes together. And I went from being humored by a certain topic to being pissed off. So I'm gonna let BGS run this particular stream. I'm gonna push VHS to the side because VHS is having a mood right now. He's kind of pissed, so I'm trying to keep VHS at bay right now. Okay, because the more I think about this shit, the more pissed off I get. Anyhow, let's do our usual welcomes and welcome in. Got 94 people watching. You know, for a late notification, I appreciate you guys for checking in. Okay, hope I can do you guys justice. Shannon Green batting first. What's going on? Shannon Moore, the two Shannons back to back, batting second. Mel L batting third. St. Cyr batting cleanup. Adric, you got the next inning, Adric. Prince, what's going on? Gundam. John. Louis, rally. Okay. Eddie, what's it like in the NYC? Is it still is October over? Are you still getting that Indian summer? Most Fet, what's going on? Lavaris, what's going on? My Waffle House King. Hurricane Greg, Delquavius, what's going on, Peace Be Just? How come essentially all your videos are on what black women do to us, and why not talk about how we can succeed in business career? It is because, Delquavius, this is a relationship channel. You want to talk about that shit? Pay the goddamn $3 and go to my Patreon. If you want to talk about business, there's other channels. It's a relationship channel. You don't go to a Chinese restaurant asking for pizza. Asking for pizza. If you want the other kind of stuff, go pay the Patreon where we talk about everything. Capiche? Kinsey and Red, what's going on? Corey McPherson, what's going on? Panda Man, and the shit, the reason you cannot fucking succeed in business and make fucking money is because your relationship and your family dynamics are fucked up. That's why. What kind of foundation are you going to build a society on, okay? Because your relationship and your family dynamics are fucked up. How are you going to succeed with that shit? Answer me. In fact, Delquavius, after I drop, I'm gonna have you come up. Get tired of that fucking question, okay? Get tired because you getting ready. VHS is getting ready to fucking come out. Okay, I've been in this game for 40 fucking years. The same shit keeps happening over and over again, and you wonder how come you keep failing. Panda Man, what's up? Kevin, what's going on? Chance, Black Money and Power, checking in from the DR. BGS in the building. Yes, I'm trying to keep VHS at best at bay. But I'm gonna ask you to drop the link for you. Okay. Chance, what's going on? Jason, Chatelaine, what's going on? Money Motion, okay. What's up? Barry Hamilton, what's going on? No Fear Jahir, what's happening? EAW, what's happening? John Smith, B. Quaid, Brother John, what's going on? Timothy Harden, what's going on? Oh, from the DFW, okay, from my hometown. I heard that. What's it like in the Big D? Quentin, what's going on? Pirate Broadcaster, what's up? Bo Johnson, what's going on? Grab Betty, what's happening? Okay, Indigo Flow, Teddy, what's happening? It is a relationship channel. It's supposed to be relationship dynamics. That's what the whole manosphere is about. Okay, manosphere is not a business channel. They got tons and tons of. In fact, all the business channel I point you guys to, you guys never go. When I talk about politics and business, y'all not even interested in the shit. I got a whole channel, Master Teacher Respond, that goes through a whole bunch of that shit. Y'all don't even go over there. I want to hear it. Sure, this is a Wendy's, yeah? The chat room, have a safe but great weekend. I heard that. Yeah, you guys, and keep your kids safe, man. This is, it's Halloween. Biro, what's going on? Biro, what does your name mean? Because when I look up Biro, it comes out to be ballpoint pen. So what does your name mean? Big Mo, what's happening? DGD, what's going on? Adric, what's happening? It's Halloween VSS. Yes, he does. He really wants to come out. Okay. Channel things, what's going on? LAXT, what's happening? Gundam, what's happening? Brothers underestimate the opportunity of cost, time, resources, opportunities, and knowledge, etc. due to dealing with the BS that's just romantically, that's not including family dynamics and child rearing. Yep. JK Sound, what's up, BGS? Did you see the video of the black woman talking to the KKK guy and she mentioned getting that? Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I've heard it before. Okay. What part of the D are you from, OG? I was born and raised there. I was born in God. I'm trying to remember the name of it. because I haven't been there in a long time. Good grief. Garland, Texas. Was born in Garland Memorial. Jason, what's going on? Now, well, they chased my father out of Dallas when I was 4. Okay, Dallas. You know about the Dallas police, man. Only black people would go to a fishing channel and demand that they talk about cars. Yep, that's true. Oh, a ball. Okay, it does remain a ball. Okay, I was just curious. No, I'm not going to talk about the U.S. versus Venezuela. Actually, I did. I actually did talk about it in my Patreon. If you want to talk about that kind of shit, you got to go to my Patreon, okay? Because I'm not really going to go delve into it here because I get in fucking trouble on YouTube talking about it here, okay? That's why I don't do it here. I appreciate the right knowledge you give us, good brother, indeed, okay? As per usual, Dave Aquarius, if you got the guts, okay? Before I get into it, there's the link. I hear that shit all the time. The thing is, I tell you why the fucking community fucking fails. I tell you why you fucking fail. To succeed. You're not going to succeed in fucking business if your community and your mind state is not right, okay? You're going to have to unplug from the bullshit that's already in your mind. And if this shit wasn't bothering you about black women and relationships and black family dynamics, you wouldn't fucking be here. When I talk about kids' education, nobody wants to fucking talk about it. Talk about raising kids properly, nobody wants to fucking talk about it. When I talk about business and I talk about politics and policy, nobody wants to fucking talk about it. If you want a business channel, pay me. You want to talk about stocks, bonds, and you want to talk about money and business, pay fucking me. Don't come over here and try to get that shit for free. If you want that kind of information, pay me. Because them cats that talk about that shit, they get paid. Pay me. Okay? I mean, I have whole fucking segments on fucking Bitcoin when it was low, okay? And how to trade that shit, okay? Nobody wants to hear that shit. I used to hold out on my Coliseum, man, the first 30, 45 minutes on just other things other than female dynamics. Guess what? Nobody wanted to hear that shit. I've been doing this shit for 11 years. Before this, I was actually doing African and global politics on another channel, okay? Nobody wants to hear that shit. That's how come I don't talk about it, okay? Because the root of the problem is not that. Let's talk about the fucking root of the problem. What's going on? Just keep up the good work. You're much needed. You open the eyes of the least, one black man each stream, okay? The thing is, and I was just talking to Obsidian, okay? And then he was talking to Angry Man and a couple of others, right? Okay, this particular black manosphere has exceeded projections, okay? Now you're fucking into politics. You're getting policy change, but you're talking about what we don't talk about. Hell, I brought in fucking 10 PhDs into this motherfucker. Do you guys go over there and support them? Okay? We talk about the Court of Chancery, right? And the family courts and what it's based on. Do you guys have to fucking support those videos or those channels, okay? You guys, when I bring in dark news, I talk about bringing economists, talking about policy and how business works. You guys fucking support that? Do you support it? I don't see no $100 super chats or any $100 cash app from Delquavius when I actually do put the shit out. Don't come over here begging for shit you're not gonna pay for. Because it's at the root of the problem. That's what I'm getting ready to get to within this one, man. Dre Day, and start paying me just like a sticker or cash app, folks, because y'all will miss me. You know when they were doxing me, okay, when they were doxing me 2018, and I pulled all my shit, man. You know how many people started reaching out to me. And every time I talk about quitting, how many people reach out to me that they need me, okay? People that I never hear from. All of a sudden, my shit getting ready to get pulled. BGS, you need to put your shit back up. Del Quavius, where the fuck are you? Okay. Anyhow, let me go ahead and get into what I was getting ready to do, man. Okay. TCC, and there you go. BCS, you better not quit. Okay. Now we have a whole page on where we talk to military guys and UN folks and business folks and hell, I did a whole Theo business and his whole endeavor exploded 10 times, okay, by a factor of 10 because I had him on. That's how you make fucking money, okay? I bring on cats that are in IT. That's how you make fucking money. Do you guys support that? No. All you guys do is want to talk. Motherfucker, go to it. I have other channels. Go to those channels. We got Dusty Cloud Engineers, okay? For the Pedestrian Frustration Fund. I'm getting tired of this shit, man. You talk about women. Motherfucker, that's why you over here. It's way over in the manosphere, okay? We talk about relationships and family dynamics. We don't talk about bonds in politics, in interest rates. We don't talk about that shit. Anyhow, let me get into it, man, before I forget where I was and I start, throwing chairs and stuff, okay? Let me find it real quick. Let me find it real quick, okay? Cause I know it's in a short. Cause y'all getting ready to make me do this shit, man. Y'all getting ready to make me do this shit, okay? Let me see if I can find it. I know it's here, okay? Okay, hold on. Y'all getting ready to make me do this shit, okay? Where's the volume button? Always no volume button. Where is it? Just had it. Crap. Let's go back. Let's go back. Yeah, because they're ready to make me start doing this shit, man. I can find it again. They'll start throwing chairs and stuff. That's what you. Yeah, that's what y'all getting ready to make me do. So that's what y'all getting ready to make me do. Start throwing chairs and shit, man. Pedestrian irritation and winter soldier chip jamming and extraction service saved my my ass more than a few times just in the past 2 weeks. Appreciate you for the number of times we just said anyhow out of frustration. Dr. Els, Dr. Els, you're in this episode. Let's put it that way, okay? All right. Let me start with this, okay? Because this is about the bad boy syndrome, okay? About the bad boy syndrome and what's pissing me off in the Tangle of Pathology, okay? What's pissing me off. I'm getting because I'm actually getting tired of it, okay? Where is she? Okay.
Call me crazy if you want, but I am a recovering thug addict, okay? And it is very hard to stop doing something cold turkey that you've become addicted to, right? So I no longer date thugs. I'm dating squares now. So when you're talking to me, do me a favor and put a little bass in your voice.
And she's an addict, right? Okay. But I'm dating squares now. Okay. Because the alcohol or the addiction is killing her. Now she's dating squares, okay? And these are most black women, okay? They don't want you. They don't love you, okay?
Like, be mean. Not mean for real, but mean just to please me in the moment. You get what I'm saying? Like, I need you to sound really assertive, like you mean it. Like role play a little bit. Now, don't go upside my head, but say things like,
don't go upside my head like a real bad boy would, okay? I want you to be safe with it. Give me what I like, but don't give me the downside, okay?
let's say you tell me to do something and I don't do it as fast. Be like, what I say? Tell me to shut the tell me to go sit down somewhere.
Yeah, and yeah, basically, yeah.
Like when you say something to me, pretend like, you feel me? Because I be having withdrawals and I be like, he's too nice. And another thing, like I know that you like to dress nice and wear these dry fit shirts. Can you put on a black hoodie? Can you sag your pants a little bit? I know you like to smell good, but can you spray the smell of a black and mild every now and then? I just need a whiff. At least put on some gray sweats and a white tee. Some Air Maxes. Tell me you gotta bust a few moves or make a few plays. Something. These are just things that I need as a recovering thug addict. And if that is just way too much to ask, I may ask you for a hall pass to go hit a few corners with my homie.
And so what if you hit that corner, you're sitting in the car, and today is that day. That all the shit that he's done in the past comes down on you, okay? Whether it's cops, you get drawn down on by cops, or you hit some cat wants revenge, you hit a drive-by, you catch a stray. Huh? You catch a stray. Because you left your middle class suburb to go down to the hood to on a hall pass, and today wasn't your day. Today wasn't his day, and you catch a stray, and now your kids ain't got no mama. They want a bad boy light. No, they want a cosplay. Okay. Instead of embracing who they really are.
Because that is the only way I'm going to scratch that itch. Let me just call one of my homies and take a ride with him.
Hit a few corners.
Mm-hmm. Make a few plays, and then I'll be back.
And get some thug dick, and I'll be back. And I'm all yours, okay?
And I'm all yours. No? And one last thing. Can you turn your music up when you play it? Turn it up, turn the bass up. If not, we're going to get at least 412s, okay? Because I can't do these stock speakers.
And when you get pulled over by the cops, okay? You get pulled over by the cops and harassed by cops, okay? Then you want to get upset.
Anymore. I know some Migos who got a shop. I can call them up. They'll hook you up with 412s, 215s, whatever you want. Another subwoofer, a new amp, something. But the stock speakers, we got to get those out of there. We got to get them out. So I say all that to say, as a recovering thug addict, if I ask you to do any of the things that you have heard in this video, please do it.
King Pix, why don't you just change the group of women that you date? Why you feed into the This is what fuck pisses me off. Okay, what pisses me off. Okay, you want to play into, and we want to play into it, and play into the addiction. Okay, and keep the pathology going instead of cutting it off cold turkey. You know, that's why I think the black community is actually cooked, in my opinion. Okay, it's cooked. That's why I'm giving up. It's cooked.
Brother, please help me. Help me scratch this itch.
No, she's not a suburban girl. Okay, she didn't get turned out. Okay, she grew up in that shit. That's who she is. Okay, and she's trying to run away from who she really is.
Going cold turkey when you have been addicted to anything can be very hard. So please cut me a break. Stop enunciating all your words so perfectly. Just need you to look a little rough, a little rugged, like you've been trapping all day or something, like you've been busting a few moves.
Like you've been trapping all day, like you've been busting a few moves, okay? Because that's who she is.
Go to the bank, pull out a wad.
Yeah.
When you come home, throw that wad on the dresser, along with a lighter and possibly some other things that a thug would have in his pocket. You're going to have to get your acting skills on. Put some basil in a baggie. I beg of thee. Tie that thing up.
Get rid of her.
Throw it on the dresser.
Get rid of her. Get rid of her. Because what's in her is going to come out. Yeah, they do. Hey, she's not wrong.
So let me see it, please. Thank you.
Why don't you get your middle class girl that likes middle class guys, okay? What does she got? Just because she got good pussy on a chick like that means she's a side chick. She's not a main chick, okay? Pay for her. Put her on a budget. Don't let her be part of your life. That's expensive, okay? She's gonna take you and the kids down. Why are you with her? Shout out to the clowns that entertain these groups. The thing is, unfortunately, this is a matriarchy. This is a gynocracy, right? And you guys follow your goddamn women, which is something I dislike. Okay, but the thing is that got me into this. Okay, and I'm gonna play it in a minute, right? With Shay Sade talked about men complaining that they're too normal, and they said that these men act like they should date white women. But she's in control of the relationship. That's the one little thing that she's not mentioning. Avoid it like the plague. Okay. Saint Nick's. Let's let VHS come out for a second. Stop with that bullshit. Okay. That bitch got good pussy. Okay. I know this was probably gonna get demonetized, but fuck it. Okay. That bitch got good pussy. That's why you with her, because you letting your dick override your common sense. You know she ain't worth nothing except what she does when she spreads her legs. And she's addicted to the life, and you addicted to what's between her legs, just like the bad boy is. Let's call a spade a spade. Let's stop beating around the fucking bush. I'm not saying that I am boring Kojo, but I have turned a few heads in my day. I can tell you how many black women have told me at cocktail parties and other events, I bet you date a white woman. Yep. These black women are Keishas in disguise. Yep. They don't desire polished black men, but thugs. Yes, they do, because that's who they are inside. Okay. It's called revealing. Penultimate example of why IBMOR and Black Pill is needed. She wants you to cosplay her game that she can change at any time. Nope, that's who she wants. In other words, that's who she is inside. The thing is, that's a tell. Okay, why do you want a woman that wants you to cosplay as a thug if that's not you? Why do you? Okay, the thing is, it's Kingpix. I'm gonna just say it, man. It's people like you to keep this bullshit going. And what you're doing is taking the black community down with it. Oh, it's harmless. I'm just getting some pussy. I'm just role playing a thug because that's what she likes to make it easier. Okay. And guess what? And guess what she feeds? She feeds that to her children. And their children feed that to their schoolmates, and their schoolmates feed that to the whole black community. And guess what? That poison that you perpetuate keeps getting fed. You wonder why we don't go nowhere. There's a person said VHS Friday special at the taco truck stacks. Okay, It doesn't matter whether they are or they're not. Okay? Why do you perpetuate a lifestyle that's antithetical to success on the planet? Why do you perpetuate that? That's why the black community's cooked. I have no more sympathy for the fucking black community, okay? None. Y'all niggas ain't gonna change. The women definitely ain't gonna change. Y'all niggas ain't gonna change either. Anyway, let me go ahead and get to it before VHS goes on a tirade, okay? I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to, okay? This is the one that started off. This is Shay Sharday talking about you look like you date a white girl, okay? Well, you just spelled antithetical, so the fact that I used it should show you something, okay? The fact that I even used it. You probably had to look it up. Anyway, this is Shay Sharday. Facts, it is cooked. Yeah, SYSBM. I'm telling you, okay? And that's, if it was just the women, I could understand, but it's the fucking men that play along with this bullshit, okay? Okay, this is Shay Sharday. You look like you date white girls. How black women shame black men, okay?
Talking to him, it's very common to make assumptions based upon a few things. How's the hair looking? How's the hairline? What is the hairstyle? That already is like, it's giving he's with a white girl. Especially the attractive ones, especially the ones that like athletes that have athletic builds, and they assume he's with a white girl. They assume there's something wrong with him. It's almost like I'm going to reject him before he can reject me.
So, what does it mean when a woman tells you you look like you only date white women? I've heard this a lot. I just don't understand it.
Okay. Okay. Let me unpack this a little bit. You look like you only date white women. This is like, I'm laughing because this is so accurate. And I will say, as a black woman, like we will absolutely judge you.
Yeah, you look like you date a white girl. I heard this so many times, yeah? Then, well, me, it didn't stop them from dating me because they took me around the homies, and homies recognized that I'm from the hood, okay? Because I actually am from the hood. And when they get me pissed off, the hood comes out. CH is greater than Betamax. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all is not shit. Charles, fuck you, okay? With the VHS.
Dude, I hate to say it, but admit it, but like absolutely judge a dude without even really knowing him, like without even fully talking to him. Like it's very common to make assumptions based upon a few things. How's the hair looking? How's the hairline? What is the hairstyle? That already is like, giving he's with a white girl. That can be a thing. Outfit. It's just something about the outfit. Again, I'm not saying this is right or logical. I'm just trying to explain to you how black women will judge black men. If the outfit just seems just a little off with a white girl, that's definitely it. Like the way the jeans fit. If the jeans are fitting funny, no, he with a white girl. If he seems like he is talking in like proper English,
yes,
there is not any urban vernacular, nothing.
Yes.
Girl. If he seems well educated, white girl. Okay.
Yes.
If he's attractive, tall and attractive, white girl.
Yes. Tall and attractive without the. You mean tall and attractive without the other insignia? Yeah. Yes.
Like. Right? Okay, this is all sounding silly, but I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. We got the hair, we got the outfits, we got the jeans. That's really a big thing. How he talks, sometimes even how he walks. If he's like into anime, white girl. Like, what I'm basically trying to articulate is he's touching on something that's very, very true, which is these shaming tactics that are applied to black men who fit outside of some very like hyper stereotypical Pookie and Ray Ray and them kind of dynamic.
Yeah, exactly.
And unfortunately, when black men are just themselves and they decide to be themselves, sometimes they can just be misjudged. I'm not saying this is always the case, but sometimes they can be misjudged. And I also think there is a tendency to also want to shame black men, right? It's kind of like this reverse psychology. Like, I'm going to just judge him before he has a chance, or I'm going to just judge him before he has a chance to reject me. Because also something that I think goes on with black women is that there has been so much hyper focus.
Appreciate you, Channel Things, ColecoVision Tax. Appreciate you.
On the small percentage of black men who do date white women or who do get with white women, there's this complex that many black women have that their own men don't want them. Like, it's ingrained in our culture, even though the stats are there, even though we know it's not true, even though we know the majority of black men, even the successful ones, want black women, yet and still, because of that NBA player that they saw that they crushed on who ended up with a snow bunny, and because of the dude in middle school that was into Latinas, a lot of black women got a complex. And so they really go around just judging all black men, especially the attractive ones, especially the ones that like athletes or have athletic build, and they assume he's with a white girl. They assume there's something wrong with him. It's almost like, I'm going to reject him before he can reject me. I believe this is really what's going on, y'all. This is just my opinion. The reason I gave you a laundry list of the different ways that black women can judge black men, even the way they wear their socks. Like, if he's wearing his socks a particular way, the way he wears his shoes, if there's anything about him that's off or it's a little bit different, oh, he's with a white woman. And I think there's some misandry in that, and I also think that there's some there's some low self-esteem, and I think
there is some the projection about low self-esteem is because that's who they feel they really are.
There's some rejection that black women feel, like, again, because some of them believe like, oh, the black men that I want don't want me back, so I'm going to judge him and reject him before he has a chance to reject me. Some like weird reverse psychology stuff. I don't know, yo, that's just my thoughts. But let's see what else he has to say.
To be completely honest with you, like, I could never really tell if it's the way I talk.
Yep.
It's the way I look.
It's that.
It's like, what is it?
It's that. It's all that.
Keep in mind, I'm not mad at this. I've only ever dated in my race.
Yeah, like I said, it's literally, I want to make this clear. There's not one thing a black man can do to not be put in this category. Outside of them coming with like a real, like, hyper, super, like, ghetto persona.
Ghetto persona with the tats and the neck tattoos and the dress, okay? And I see guys code switch for these broads, okay? Code switch. You're going to chop up your English, okay? Because you actually want to get in her drawers, okay?
You know what I mean? Like, he's acting like the stereotypical stuff that you see on like television or rap music videos, whatever, like the super stereotypical depiction of what a black man is. I really feel like outside of that, if he's just being the multiplicity or representing himself and just being who he is, like, there's always going to be someone who judges him. Because my point is, it's not really anything that black men are doing, I think, as much as it is a lot of the narrative and a lot of the tension that is in black America around relationships. So this is why he can't
said Dusty Jones with the Schoolhouse Rock taco lunch tax. Yeah.
Get a straight answer. He won't get a straight answer because it's not really about the straight answer. It is literally more about, I believe, unaddressed misandry, which does happen, the anti-black misandry, and the fact that you have a lot of black women who feel rejected and who feel like there are not good black men out there for them, which is a lie, but they'd rather reject the black men before they get rejected. And I think it's also some like kind of weird reverse psychology stuff that happens.
You know what I'm saying? But I just don't get it.
Yeah.
The comedic part is every time I ask like what that means to the person that said it to me, it's never really a straight answer. It usually just ends with, you just do.
Yeah, and so the reason it's not going to be a straight answer is because it's not based upon logic. This is based upon emotions. You know, I'm doing this video because I'm trying to explain to you like the emotions and the perspective of something that doesn't really make sense, that isn't logical, that can't really be substantiated, that can't be proven because one, it's not true, and two, it's not based upon really anything real. It's just a lot of women who feel rejected, and then also women who just have anti-black misandry, and well, you just like date a white girl. Well, why? I don't know, you just do. You know what I mean? You just do. And then it's like, okay, that's what I'm saying. There's nothing to that. There's literally nothing to that. And unfortunately, I have talked to many black men who are actually very successful and prefer black women and with black women. And they get judged for that just because they know how to speak in clear, concise English. It's dumb. Y'all, it's absolutely dumb.
And do y'all see it? Because I don't.
And even when she's fucking with you, because I've only dated black women, right? Even when she's fucking with you, she makes fun of you behind your back. Is because you are proper. Is because you read books. Okay. Is because you're not a sug. Okay. She makes fun of you behind your back. So she disrespects you behind your back. Is because of all that. Okay.
I don't see it.
There's nothing to see. I thought the video, I mean, it was short, but I thought it was pretty.
Because she settles for you. Okay. Because you're safe and solid. And she knows that Thuggo is temporary.
funny because he is not the first one to say this. And the thing about it is, as black men tend to get more and more education, when they find themselves in like white collar jobs or more professional fields, then them being judged is even worse. I even remember my husband telling me he was in a situation where he was going to a meeting or something and was getting picked up. It was a black female driver, and he's talking to her and she was like, I hope you're with a black woman. This is this driver talking to my husband, telling him, I hope you're with a black woman, making the assumptions that he wasn't into black women because he was professional and because he spoke well. Like, and my husband's only been with black women. That's just a microcosm of a bigger issue. And I think it's just, like I said, a mixture of shaming tactics, anti-black misandry, and it's also, I think, coming from a real place of black women who feel rejected, who believe the propaganda that black men don't want them, and would rather reject the black man and shame him and do all those things versus face the possible rejection of this black man that I like not wanting me back. You guys, that's just my thoughts. But what do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know what you think down in the comment section. Thank you so much for listening, if you've gotten this far, and we'll talk later. Bye.
I'm really excited to announce
Yeah, I'll let it play. Get her commercial in.
my new kids book, Aisha Learns to Love Her Hair. Aisha's hair is stunning, but she struggles to see its beauty. Through encouragement and wisdom from Grandma Lily, Aisha learns powerful lessons about self-acceptance. Aisha's journey is a heartwarming tale of family, culture, and confidence. Share her magical journey with your little loved one today. Available for purchase.
That's how come they call Shay Sade male identified, okay? All right. Let me play this one, okay? So I'm taking this one down. Let's see, video file. Which one am I going to play? Let's try this one first, okay?
Men with self-worth are so aggravating. Like, oh my God, okay, you're emotionally stable and healed. Like, oh my God, it's so strict. It's so strict for no reason. Like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Where the dudes with the mommy issues that like just be trying to conform to each relationship that don't have no identity? Like, y'all be so fun. These new dudes nowadays, they just so got it together and stuff. Like, what you mean you got boundaries? Like, oh my gosh, so aggravating. You see how crazy that sound? That's how we sound, women. And I know, look, the whole girl thing, I get all that, but let's take accountability. We say we want a man to do this and do that, but when we get it, we start complaining because we're used to toxicity. Like, let's chill. They're not sassy. They're not punks. They're not none of that. They're just healed versions of themselves. They went through the work. They know their worth. You would want that in your future spouse. So just vibe.
Yeah, but they don't like it, okay? They know it's good for them, okay? Just like eating your vegetables is good for you, but you don't like it, man. Okay, you want that sloppy hot dog with extra chili, okay? All right. Big swole. Anyway, okay. Let me plug in this one, and then we'll get to Medium Man, okay? I'm trying to keep VHS out of this, okay? You come right in, and guess what? They're gonna aggravate you right off the bat, okay, motherfucker. Where is it at? I want to do. I think it's this one, okay.
Y'all, I don't get how a man fresh out of prison can find a good woman in no time. And y'all, I'm not lying. I've been a probation parole officer for 3 years. So once they're released from prison, they're coming to me. Now, their address usually starts out, with the mom or a family member or something like that. But that next month they come and I see them, oh, they need to immediately change their address. Baby, they found them a woman. She's helping him pay his fines and fees. She's cooking for him. He's using her car and stuff. And I'm like, how? Like, you just got out of prison a month ago. Where did you meet her? What did you say? Like, I need to know, because it's men out here who's free working a 9 to 5 and they can't find a woman at all. They're still searching for that good woman. So I just want to know, what are these men in prison, what are they saying? because this is crazy to me.
They're not saying anything. All they're doing is being what that woman wants, okay? The men aren't doing anything, okay? All they're doing is being what they want. Just like King picks. I'm a cosplay is because I'm gonna actually become what that woman wants to actually attract her, and that's what they want, okay? In my experience, many black women are intimidated and jealous, envious, and threatened by a positive because they want to be in control, okay? They like this. I was telling you about thugs, about dope dealers, about scammers. They're disposable people. They spend a lot of money, they kiss a lot of ass, and they're actually disposable. He ain't no good in no way, so when I leave him, nobody's going to cry when I leave him, okay? But the thing is, if he's a good man, takes care of the kids, takes care of the family, works a 9 to 5, and stable, okay, people will shame her for leaving that guy. What about the white women? They seem to escape scrutiny by Keisha, just saying. What do you mean, what about ghetto white women, okay? You're talking about trailer park women, okay? Not ghetto women, but trailer park women. That's who you're talking about, okay? White women don't live in the ghetto. They live in a trailer park, okay? And trailer park women are actually shamed by the broader community, okay? You ain't gonna find no chick that has a PhD that even came from the fucking trailer park wanting to go back, or guess what? Getting a man out of prison and dating him. Or dating a trailer park dude. She ain't gonna do it, okay? She ain't going back. She ain't gonna be around him. She's not gonna associate with him. If you ask her about a trailer park dude, she gonna deny all knowledge. I don't want to be associated with it. Prison dudes got all day to work out and come out jacked. Regular dudes ain't got. Doesn't matter. I'm not even talking about that. You know, they know the fucking difference. You got a lot of dudes getting out of prison that ain't jacked. Okay. Just don't nobody want no educated lame. All about that investing and reading and stuff. Where my wick? In fact, the federal judge just told the State Department they have to pay out. They have to pay SNAP benefits. But this is a prime example of how sociopathy and psychopathy can be culturally contagious. That's why I call it the tangle of pathology, okay, that Clark talked about in the 1950s and 60s, okay? He saw it coming. Trailer Park Becky, man, I've been around folks in the trailer parks. Guess what? White folks don't cotton to them motherfuckers, okay? They're outcast. But we embrace, okay? Let a WNBA player wear booty shorts like Angel Reese. Okay? The closest you're going to find a chick to that is Kim Kardashian, right? But she's a fucking billionaire. If I were to get locked up in prison, the only thing I would do is sleep and eat shit and lift weights, okay? Yeah, you could. If you're not gonna get jacked, get knifed or raped or something like that, okay? Now I think prison is a resort. It's not, man. A lot of you cats talking that shit, man. Y'all ain't been around people that done bids, okay? Prison is not a fucking walk in a fucking park, okay? I don't know, that's sometimes it irritates me when people say shit like that because evidently y'all ain't from the fucking hood, man. Y'all ain't from the neighborhood. Prison is not a camp. Safari Nation, I'm dating a 6'3" b-ball player girl now, laughing out loud. Yeah. Safari Nation, you're not the typical dude though. I want to play this by let's go. I'm gonna play this by Medium Man. In fact, he did this earlier today, and we're gonna wind this up into Dr. L's. Okay, because all this shit goes together. All this shit goes together. Okay.
Shall we? There's not enough of them to go around. The ones that are around, a lot of them are incarcerated.
It's not my brother did 15 years and it was not fun. He said, no, it's not. Okay, yeah. I'm not even to talk about it. It ain't lifting weights and falling. If you all you had to do was eat, sleep, and lift weights, okay, most cats wouldn't even mind being in prison. Okay, you guys have to be in it to understand it. Okay, your life is in danger every second of the day.
There are around 2 million people incarcerated in the United States. Black Americans make up about 37% of that, which is roughly 740,000 people. Let's say that every single one of them is a black male. That still means 96.9% of black men are not incarcerated. That's over 22 million black men and boys who are not behind bars. But let's be clear, mass incarceration is real, but it's not the primary reason that black women aren't getting married. If most black men are free, why does incarceration still dominate these discussions?
And black women have decided that they don't want to settle for that anymore.
I'm looking for a reformed hood.
See, I'm looking for a refund hood.
To hear this, but the men in jail, they got y'all beat out here. How are they applying more pressure than y'all that's on the street?
Hey, I'm in a relationship with a man in prison. Of course I'm gonna drive 3 hours to go see him.
Because incarceration has ripple effects. It removes black men during their prime dating years, it disrupts employment, housing, and emotional health, and it also destabilizes neighborhoods and family structures. And in certain regions, like urban centers, law enforcement involvement is much higher, which
the intersection of hybristophilia, social conditioning, hierarchy, legitimizing myths equals a dumpster fire. Basically, it's not even a dumpster fire. What you have is a full scale, all alert city fire, man. The whole city's on fire right now. Whole neighborhood is going up in flames with gas, and they're pouring gasoline on this shit.
Leads to the over-policing of black men. So while the national average is low, local dating pools feel the heat, but that's still not the full picture. Now here's the twist. Black women, more than any other group, are willing to marry or support incarcerated men. They visit, they wait, they support emotionally and financially, and many maintain long-term
Appreciate it, Horowitz. How you late, man? I started late.
Loyalty during and after incarceration. So if black women are this loyal, even to the men most others would disqualify, then why are their marriage rates still the lowest? Because loyalty doesn't always equal marriage, and often it isn't even mutual. This woman says our men are the least desirable. That's what she said. Our men are the least desirable, and a lot of black women don't date outside our race. She said, the woman responded, they never want to talk about that part. And then a guy was like, black men are more desired than Asian men, and probably second to white and tied with Latinos. Please don't play these desire games. You know where y'all stand. So you know where that's coming from, right? They said that black men are the least desirable, right? And you know, I have the reference. It's from that OkCupid calculation back in 2000. White men at the top, number one, rated positively by every group. Asian men, women. So we outnumber them. Mass incarceration, unalivings, the percentage that are not hetero. You knew the gay thing was gonna come in, and then education gap and black women to be married. So that narrative about black men not desiring marriage in comparison.
Well, black men are 2 million less in population. They have almost 1 million more marriages. Okay, so we're not even get into the stats. Okay. I want to play something from Dr. L's. Okay, I don't want to play the whole thing, but
what do we?
You know, and some things I agree with Dr. L's on this is about what you should do. Okay, the thing is, okay. Let me go ahead and play the whole thing since we got a little time. Let's go ahead and play the whole thing. Speed it up a little bit. And some things, you know, I agree with Dr. L's, and some things I don't. The thing is, Dr. L's is also bending into fitting the stereotype or the elements of a bad boy, okay? Which I don't mind, okay, if that's what you want and you want to pursue these women, okay? That's fine.
you're not subscribed, why not? Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let's make it do what it do. Let's keep the channel going and growing and all that kind of good stuff. All right, so the other day I was asked, people call me up and, these journalists a lot of times call me up, ask me my opinion, put my quotations on a news article or something like that. So
they can recycle it, MSL, they can recycle this stuff as long as black men keep buying that shit, okay? Dr. L is cosplaying. I don't know. I don't think so. No, he was a cop, so I don't think he's cosplaying.
I was asked about, I guess the rise of police brutality. So they want me to give my opinion about that. So I got an appointment to talk to a journalist about that in a day or two as I record this. Probably going to pass as I release this. But what I wanted to talk about, inevitably, it always comes up to what.
The thing is, the community cricket, Fleece Johnson has white women, black women love compromised males. They do. That's how come the Pookie and Ray Rays, the homosexuals, the prisoners, the thugs and scammers can actually are actually preferred. It's because they love compromised males. The second thing they love most is tricks, okay? Tricks and simps, okay? Or the secondary on the market. They love them because they're compromised males. Black women love compromised males. Okay. King Pix, are you willing to come up and talk about it? Do you want me to keep being BGS? You want to actually be VHS? Which one you want? Because you're getting ready to piss me off. I'm getting ready to say some ugly things. Okay. So I think you better let it lie. I tell my kids all the time. I say, as you're getting ready to cross over to that point, I think you better let it go. Feel me?
The police doing wrong, what should police do, this, that, and the other. When I first started doing a podcast, I had a channel called Captain Hunter's Podcast. Yeah, it was called Captain Hunter's Podcast. And then I kind of evolved into different things and kind of broke that up into my own consulting thing and channel. And now I'm doing this channel. Always evolving, trying to do better, things along those lines. So it always comes up to what the police should do. And the police have done a lot. If we look at the police from the 1950s, 1960s to 20.
The thing is, okay, you can feed into that hybrid, but how does it help the whole community? How does you feeding into that stereotype help the community? I want to know. The community that you complain about that doesn't go nowhere. How does that feeding into that negative stereotype actually help, other than getting you some pussy? I want to know. If you can explain it to me, I'll get behind it.
2025. It's been major changes. The technology has changed. The transparency has changed. Better leadership. In the 1960s, we got these different reforms, and one of the biggest things was the Internal Affairs Division that was created in many police departments and things along those lines. Just kind of self correction, self-analysis, and it's not perfect, but I'm just saying that it's grown a long way. That's my only point in bringing that up. All right, so now I want to talk about the other side of the coin, because those questions are always asking me, what should the police do? But I want to talk about what we need to do in order. What's important for us to need to know in order to stop.
That's for all your hard work. I watch almost all your videos. You really enlighten me on how women can accept criticism. Oh, can't accept criticism. No, they accept criticism as shame. Okay, that you're trying to shame them. Anyway, keep going. I don't feel that the stereotype. I don't fall into the stereotype. Okay, it is a waste of time. That's what you do when you are in their matrix. Then when you do not do it, it's like white women or are you gay? Yep.
Coming in contact with the police. Now, I'm going to link this into what we like to watch here on this channel, is the relationship type of stuff, right? And so let's get into a couple of videos here that I want to show.
I did a video on why good guys are boring. I think it's only fair. I did a video on why good guys are boring. I think it's only fair I do a video on why girls love bad boys. It's the charm. Bad boys are very charming. extremely charming, and they know women inside and out. Like, it's always the bad guys that be knowing exactly how to talk to you and exactly how to move with you. And bad boys honestly give you a challenge. Like, as much as people want to say, oh, it's toxic and this and that, like, there's a certain level where, like, I feel like your partner should be able to challenge you. And I must admit, like, who doesn't love a good chase? Like, I think healthy chase is not so terrible. I don't think you should give everything all at once. That's what makes the relationship boring, when you dump everything all at the beginning. But I also have to admit, it's ego. I think the more someone shows you that they don't want you, the more you want them. That goes for men and women. I don't know, there's just something about bad boys. It's like they know how to show you the right amount of what you need. But they're just damn right players. They're no good.
Okay, so we watched a few of those videos here. So there's this common link. There's this common link between the bad boy getting rewarded versus the good guy, right? I showed at least 3 different videos. And then in my Instagram feed, they even brought up 1956 Tom and Jerry. First of all, I can't believe Tom and Jerry came out in the 1950s. I didn't even know that. I thought it was, if you would ask me as a kid, I thought the Tom and Jerry shows was in the 70s.
No, agree.
So Tom and Jerry is also has dealt with this topic of the guys who are the bad guys not getting quote unquote the good girls, right? The good girls going with the bad guys and whatever, being attracted to them. Now, when we talk about the passport bros type of phenomenon, right? There is a pushback from the ladies who have said, and I'm not going to disagree with their assessment of this, right? If you're lame in one country, why don't you just get your weight up, and that way you don't have to go to another country? I'm not going to disagree with that 100%, because the truth of the matter is, if you don't know how to talk to a girl in one country, you're not going to know how to talk to them in another country, particularly if the language is different. Now you got to do a learning curve about the language. Now, is it true?
Oh, the thing is, but you cannot. Okay, I understand that. Okay, but it's bullshit. Okay, it's bullshit. It's because talking to another girl in another country in a different environment, in a different culture is different. Okay, you cannot untrain chicks in your culture. You can't. It's impossible. That's why it's better to actually go someplace else. Even if you speak English, they have countries that actually speak English. You don't have to learn to have a different language barrier. Okay? Does it help to actually learn the language? Yes. But the thing is, okay, why spend your time 10, 15 years to prove yourself to chicks that don't want you, instead of spending a year and a half, a couple years actually to learn the language of where you're going? Okay? That makes sense. Okay? Why the fuck do you actually want to keep these men here in this negative cesspool? Get the fuck out of here. Go someplace where you can actually live and be happy. Okay? Or if you can't talk to women here, you're not going to be able to talk about women. Let them go fucking find out. Maybe they can, maybe they can't. How do you know? Because what I'm seeing, they go someplace, they do just fine from what I'm seeing. For what I'm seeing, when the lames and nerds go to Latin countries or go to Asian countries, they do just fine. They do just fine. They have to go through this, and they don't have to shake off this toxic shit from the black females.
That okay, and I hear the guys saying, you know, I just want to be myself. Why I got to be this? Why I got to dress this certain type of way and put on this performance?
Yes.
To someone, well, I'm not. I want to be myself. Where education and where being a nice guy and being a gentleman is more rewarded, or at least rewarded, versus this type of crazy nonsense. And there was one video I thought I had saved it, where this guy is not holding the door for a girl and just slamming in her face, telling her to shut up, and she was, oh my god, this guy's so hot.
Yeah.
You're not going to figure that kind of stuff out. I've talked about on other shows, on other stuff. I talked about in other episodes that I've done. Becoming the best version of yourself, and that means the weight, the gym, the education, being the best version of yourself. But that's also going to have to include, having a level of degree of toughness to you. It is, unless you are independent.
Okay, a level to survive in the environment that you're in. Change your fucking environment, okay? The Chinese guys don't fight like that, okay? Most of the Latinos don't fight like that. The Thai people don't fight like that. Most of your Africans don't fight like that. Why you got to be basically a killer unless you need to survive in a killer environment. If you're in an environment where you got to be smart and tough and know how to kill people, then you're in the wrong fucking environment. Try taking that shit to the suburbs. Most of your 90% of your white guys ain't that goddamn tough. How come they make more money and they're more successful? Why is that? On Wall Street, you don't see a whole bunch of boxers and killers on Wall Street.
Wealthy, you don't have to. You can pay some bodyguards. You have to know how to defend yourself. And I think that every man should be dangerous. I think that every man should be dangerous. Now, should you act upon that dangerousness? No. Should you go around?
If everybody's fucking dangerous, you walk around and everybody's got guns and knives and can kill each other, guess what you're gonna have? Guess what you're gonna have? You're gonna have a violent society. Because people will act on that. And the thing is, because they can and they get upset, they're going to pull it.
I'm being a bully? Absolutely not. But you should have the ability to defend yourself, and you should have the ability to be dangerous mentally.
The reason you have to defend yourself, okay, which women absolutely don't want, is because you live in a violent environment.
By mentally, I'm talking about your intellect, right? Knowing what you're talking about, being well read, being well informed. That's what I mean by dangerous. So if somebody wants to have an intellectual conversation with you about the weather, about what's going on in Gaza, about what's going on, with Ukraine, what's going on in the internal politics of your city, your state, you got to be able to elaborate on it.
99% of people are not going to have all those things, okay? It's impossible for 99% of people to have all those things, okay? And basically, the black community is not nurturing that shit, okay? They really want American black men to die on the cross. They really do. Port-au-Prince, total anarchy, okay? I'm not saying that you shouldn't learn how to defend yourself, okay, or learn how to fight. If you want that kind of society, okay? If you want that kind of culture for black men, fund it. There should be a dojo on every other block, just like a church, okay? Every black guy, just like the white guys go to fucking shooting ranges and learn how to shoot when they're kids. You teach your black boys how to shoot. You take them to gun ranges. You actually learn how to take apart AK-47 like they do in Russia. Is that the kind of society that you want? Is it? No, there's certain people. Then every kid should go through ROTC and go do at least 4 years in the service and specialize in weapons training. They'll teach you. They'll teach you. But is that the society that you want? Okay? He ain't said nothing about what they do in Asia. Okay? He ain't said nothing about studying 4 hours a day. Nothing. He haven't mentioned that. But learn how to fight. Okay? Learn how to be tough. Getting into the gym. Is that the society that you want to build? Are these the women that you actually want to build a family with, okay? Where 10% of your black boys can read. The black boys, when black women have an average, a median IQ of 81, okay? The median IQ of a black woman, modern black woman, is 81, not 100, 81. I had to look that shit up. The median IQ of a black man in America is 85. One standard deviation away from being normal. Instead of training your black kids and your black boys to be on the other side of the standard deviation, which is 115, okay? There are 2 standard deviations from what we actually need. At bare minimum, okay? Why do you think the Jews are so successful? Their median IQ is 115. But you want them to be a thug. You want them to have tattoos. You want them to stay in the gym, okay? You want to learn how to fight. You want to learn how to be tough. They ain't said nothing about how you raise kids to be successful in a competitive environment, global environment where they actually make money and actually push the society forward. Nothing. And we feed into this bullshit about what makes black women's pussy tingle. Are you fucking kidding me? And then wonder how come you don't have a society why the black community is actually going downhill. Really. Where singing, dancing, and fighting is more important than reading, writing, and arithmetic. Really. Because I was talking to a brother that just came back from China, right? Okay. He was talking about he was out, right? And he was driving by a school in China, right? And basically he saw all these cars lined up, going into the parking lot. So he wondered, he got out and asked them what they were doing. They're actually, it's like 10 o'clock at night, right? What are you guys doing here? We're actually picking up our kids from school. They're doing after study classes, okay? So these kids are going from 8 in the morning to 10 at night studying to be engineers, to be programmers, to be other kinds of stuff, right? Okay? These are the people that are actually taking over the whole planet. What are your kids doing? Black community is being replaced. Okay, you won't even send your kids to the community college to actually learn a trade. Okay, you let them sit around playing with his phone. As long as he's got on clean clothes and a sharp haircut, that's all you care about. And these are the women that you actually really want to actually raise your fucking kid. Don't ask me how I fucking know, because I had to blow 30 years actually keeping my kids from being out of the waste pool pit because of their goddamn mama, because their mama was a thug addict. Okay, she dated drug dealers. Okay, I happened to fall into that shit because I didn't know better. Why do you think most of the kids that are successful have mothers that are teachers? They're mothers that are actually into the educational system. Okay, why do you think that is? But you go by what's between her legs. And you want to fit into that form that you get between her legs. Fuck all that. And want the community to actually be better. Are you fucking kidding me? Man, my kids don't even know how to program a computer or even fix their own computer, right? I have to do it in my 60s. You have to actually format the whole computer, actually break all that shit down when they should have learned from me. But they know how to go out to dinner. They know how to go to parties. They know how to drink. Okay, know how to pick men that are fun. And this is no slag against Dr. Ellis because he's educated, right? He teaches his boys that education is first, right? You have to be smart first, okay? It's no slag to the thing. You can't buy into this pathology that black women are trying to push you into, okay? Dr. T told me about all the PhDs that go get their husbands out of prison, okay, and marry them because they're compromised, because they actually want to control them. Same thing with most black boys don't learn how to fight is because their mama don't want them to actually learn how to fight. That's why. Because they actually want to beat on them so they can't beat on them no more. They actually want to control them. That's why they actually learn how to hit women, okay? Because their mama didn't hit them most of their life. Because they're frustrated. Because the black women really want to hit you. And they want to control you, so when they get upset, they can actually sick you on somebody else. How many times you see a black man get killed because his girlfriend then went and got his her brother and her cousin go and shoot the guy? Or how many chicks that got caught that are politicians dating thugs? This is who they are. Look at Stacey Abrams' family, right? Okay, all the girls went to Ivy League schools. Guess what? The boys barely made it out of college. Why is that? And these are women that she don't want to marry, and then they had the nerve to actually demand top flight men. Are you fucking kidding me? And you niggas buy into this shit. It's what I hate. Well, I'm a cosplay a thug so I can get me some pussy. Really? Like I'm gonna grow weed plants so I can get some pussy. That's what you should do. Get you a car, grow some weed plants out back, and ride them over. You get more pussy that way. I had to cosplay nothing. Say, you know what, baby? I got a sack. Come over, get high, and we can fuck. Ain't got to spend no money. Easy way to do it. Grow you a couple of plants, some premium weed. Let it be advertised that I grow some weed out back, okay? And watch them line up to come over and give you some pussy to get a sack of weed. Yo, they'll send them to college after you get 18. But the thing is, from what happened from 3 to 18? I got 5 grandkids. I got one daughter that saw the value of me actually teaching this kid. The other one say I'm too tough on them. Let them have fun. And then when he gets 13 and he's successful, even for his age, right? Now they're all pissed and jealous. But they didn't actually want to put in the work to actually educate this kid and push him ahead. Now I don't mind all this stuff. By all means, if y'all want to participate in this pathology, by all means, go ahead and have fun, okay? Have fun. But don't come back to me about the black community. How come we're not successful? Come on. You're not serious. If you're talking to me about investing and how to get a business going, then you haven't done the work. You haven't been trained. All you're going to do is get into it and fail. You want me to piecemeal you something, some Legos to put together where you can actually make some money, okay? Like Legos, okay? And expect me to actually give it away for free? Are you fucking kidding me? John Smith says, BGS, you're right. The community is done. This reminds me of Star Trek Deep Space Nine episode when the Dax told Worf that the Klingon Empire is dying. And I think that it deserves to die due to its dysfunction. We're the Klingons. Yes, we are. We're worse than we're actually the Jemadar. Klingons at least fight for their independence. Okay. Keisha hated me in high school. I was all the advanced classes. Okay. I could cosplay because I hung out with the athletes too. The thing is. Most black women, I had to put myself and her in a box, okay? Had to keep her in a box. I couldn't talk to her about other stuff outside that little box that she was in. Otherwise, I couldn't. If I let myself not tolerate her in that box, I couldn't stand her. If it dies, it dies, okay? It's dying already. We just looked at the base camp, right? Okay, your fertility rate's down to 1.36. Okay, your marriage rate is headed toward 25%. Your out of wedlock birth rate is going back up. Female poverty is climbing, and once this AI hits, Katie bars the door. Because you ain't trained these men to save you. And these women are not talking about getting funding to send these boys to trade schools. They're talking about funding to keep themselves in Section 8 housing and keep their SNAP benefits. They could care less about you. And what these guys are doing, they're actually getting into these trades, man. They're grinding for 6, 7, 8 months, getting their skills up, packing their money, and getting on fucking planes and getting the fuck out of here for 4 or 5 months away from these chicks. But things don't come to me about saving the fucking black community, and you can't address this shit. Don't come to me with that shit. If you can't address the fundamental flaw in the factory, don't come to me with what we're actually going to do. We can't do shit. Ain't moved not one iota in 200 years. Why? Because you haven't fixed the fundamental flaw in the black community. Okay? I don't care how many books you pull out, how many charts you pull out, what you say, it will not get fixed. As long as they want these disposable males, and you actually want to be disposable to get some what, some pussy? Got 4 billion pussies on the goddamn planet. And you actually want to sell yourself for what? For this? For this? I'd rather dudes get on a plane, go trick for 10 cents on the dollar and come back. Fuck talking to them. If you want to get your dick wet, get your money up, go to Colombia, go to Panama, go to Brazil, go to Gambia, go to Kenya. Get your dick wet and come back. Stop with cosplaying all this bullshit, okay? Trying to fit in. Oh, you got to fit into what she wants. No, you don't. It's like talking to snakes. You know, if all you want is pussy, pay the bitch. Pay the bitch a certain amount of money. Tell her, hey, give me 30 minutes to lay down. Give her a $10 tip and tell her to pack her shit and get out, okay? And go about the rest of your business. Don't let her bring you down, okay? Don't marry a fucking baby mama because you want some pussy. Please. Stop letting them shame you, okay? You want to be something that you're not, but you don't want to trick? A rich white man just paid. Rich white men pay these chicks all the fucking time, okay? They pay her all the fucking time, but you think you too good because you want love. You want to change yourself so she will actually love you. You then wonder why the cops come kicking in your fucking door. Anyhow, it's almost an hour and a half. Let me get out of here, man, before VHS really goes off, okay? You pay them to go away, exactly, okay? Stop shaming these dudes to get what they need, okay? Oh, you sitting at home with your Xbox, so you're shamed, okay? To get out there. Oh, yeah, you shouldn't pay them and trick. Oh, you're shamed, okay? If they want muscles and tattoos, fit into their narrative, okay? If you're going to do all that, make her pay you. If she wants to be entertained, she wants to thug, she wants tattoos, she wants to cosplay, make them pay you. I'll be your cosplay thug. Pay me. And not in sex. Pay me. If I got to change myself, pay me. Tell the chicks like that all the time. You want me to fit into a narrative? Pay me. What do I get? Not just that used box. Pay me. Make them chicks pay. If they want a thug, they want a compromised male, make them pay you for it. Stop letting them get away for free. $200 dinner get turned down because I ain't got no tattoos, okay? You thugs out there are those kind of guys, make them chicks pay you. Stop spending all that money on them. Stop tricking on them. Make them pay you. They want to spend the block with you? Hey, pay for gas. Pay for dinner. Pay for lunch. Buy me a sack. Pay me. Stop letting these chicks get away for free. And they come back trying to charge the regular square dude. Double. That's why I say ROI on day one. If you got to change yourself for a chick, make her pay you. If you got to change yourself, you got to get in the gym, work out, have the tattoos, have the swag, get all these skills. Make that chick pay you for your service. Okay. Money over anything else. Okay. To the highest bidder. They want to be transactional. You should too. Make that broad pay you. She want a thug on call. She wants somebody who will actually beat up people or kill people. Make that chick pay you. Don't do this shit for free. Don't take prison chances for free. Make that chick pay you. Get something out of the deal. Stop doing that shit for free. Because I want to be a real man. I want to be respected by him. I want the chick to think that I'm a tough dude. Until you go to jail. Until you get a record. Until you get a profile on you. For what? So she can put money on your books when you go to prison? Get the fuck out of here. She almost made an appointment to get my legs extended. If you want to do it because of you, do it, man. If that's what you desire, do it for you. If that's what you want, do it for you. But make that chick pay you if you're going to do all that. Make sure you actually get rewarded. If you're gonna do it, man, don't do it half-assed. Get in the gym, get your body right, get your mind right, get your mouthpiece right, and make that chick pay you. Make her finance you. She don't get all this work for nothing. That's what the old Max taught me. Okay, that chick want all that. Make her come out of her wallet. When the tax return time comes, I want the tax return check. I want food on my table. Pay me. Stop giving away that shit for free. Anyhow, let me get out of here, man. Stop entertaining these chicks for free, man. I don't entertain for free. I'm not gonna sit up there key and use my emotional labor and keep her calm and stuff like that for free. No. Where's my food? How come I ain't got no dinner? How come you're not picking up my laundry? How come you're not doing me some favors, running me errands, something? Not getting this shit for free. Good dick does cost. Yes, sir. Man, the pimps and the max would look down on you, okay? The real ones. You know all that shit for free? And not get nothing out of it? Come on, man. Sugar Ray Leonard got his woman. Sometimes, okay, if you're at that level, it's like a Russell Wilson or a LeBron James, you need an image. Okay? She's there to actually protect your image because you're going to make more money by being with her. As long as she does her job, you're going to make more money. That's like why Michael Porter Jr., right? Okay, as long as you're doing what I want you to do, well, guess what? I'll pay half your rent. They got mad at him. If you're going to trick all the way, no. He said, I'm not used to paying. I'm used to being taken care of. Why should I actually trick on her? Why are you tricking in the first place, man? You can get that shit for free. In fact, if you want to go older than you, make her pay you. Make her help with your career. And he pays half her rent. Anyhow, let me get out of here before I keep ranting. All right, folks. Hope you got your money's worth. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the rant. I try to keep VHS in his closet but y'all wouldn't let it happen, all right? Lavaris, you need to get yourself, go to Amazon and get you 1,000 index cards. Learn your terms. Memorize them. Put them to memory. Stop playing around. Shouldn't take you this long. Shouldn't take you this long to pass a cert. I have no problem with Sugar Ray Leonard being a gentleman. Sugar Ray Leonard also earned what? Owned 600 apartments in Baltimore, okay? In Maryland. Sugar Ray Leonard also had a master's degree. She just happened to be good at fighting. Anyhow, let me get out of here, y'all. I will see you guys later, okay?
What can I say? Mamba out.
Muzyka Denis 7.